the many friends growing up, so I learned to be okay with just me, just me, just me, just me.
Anna is a very talented 12-year-old artist. However, she also has asthma, horrible self-esteem issues, and a very troubled past. When Anna has an asthma attack, her doctor demands that she go stay somewhere that has cleaner air for a while. So she goes out to the country to live with her aunt and uncle, and she makes some discoveries while she's there. So this is a Studio Ghibli movie, so obviously all technical aspects are once again perfect. Everything from animation to direction to music to sound design, once again, it's all masterfully done by Studio Ghibli. They always know how to immerse you into the world, how to make you feel like you're a part of this environment. We're introduced to Anna sketching on a playground with her classmates, and her sketches are really good and detailed. But when the teacher comes over and asks to see her sketches, she's very hesitant to show those sketches. She's very scared of what the teacher might say. This indicates to us that her perception of herself and her perception of reality is a bit distorted. And the way that the movie indicates to us visually all of Anna's issues is brilliant. It's somehow able to both show us Anna's perspective while also showing us the reality of the situation. Even though the movie portrays a crowd as something desolate and isolated, something that Anna can't be a part of, we also get to hear dialogue and see behaviors that suggest that the way that Anna perceives these people is not the reality. But we're still always connected with Anna. This is still us following Anna on this journey. Watching her come to understand how to interact with people, how to interact with the world, is something that's incredibly satisfying. And we were all 12 once. We've all felt some kind of anxiety, so this is a great subject matter that we can all connect to as an audience. At a certain point in the movie, Anna happens upon this mansion, in which lives this very expressive girl named Marnie. Marnie is pretty much the exact opposite of Anna. She's bright, she's expressive, and she wants attention. But as the movie continues, we begin to understand the sad truth of Marnie. And a wonderful part of Anna's arc is coming to understand the sadness that is a part of this person that is such a bright spot in her life. And she ends up learning something really beautiful from the sad story of Marnie. One thing that's brilliant in all Studio Ghibli movies, but especially this movie, is they're able to make the background characters feel less like characters and more like real people. All the other characters are just these regular, polite people who react to a situation realistically. There's a scene early on where Anna lashes out, calls this girl a fat pig, and the girl just kind of gives a little insult back to Anna, and then says, okay, now let's work this out. The girl is behaving like a human, with an actual brain and soul and feelings and understanding of a situation. Background characters don't exist just as filler. They don't exist just to be a conflict for our main character. They're their own people. And it helps make the world feel grounded and real and immersive. This movie has a phenomenal understanding of the issues that it's talking about. It's clearly made by people who understand anxiety, self-esteem, isolation. And this ends up being a wonderful story about acceptance and forgiveness. And the movie leaves you with this wonderfully optimistic feeling. I'm gonna give When Marnie Was There an A+.